right out my door. Left me for another that she loved a little more. And there's curtains on my wall, there's dishes in my sink, and the girl behind the bar says I've had too much to drink. They say I've got it all, but I don't care what they think. And I wish that I could say the same for you. Wish that I could say the same for you. I got patience by the number and passion by the pound. Never sale at half the price when your chips are down. You can hold me if you want to, or love me if you dare. Just understand that I'll be leaving when I start to care. And there's curtains on my wall, there's dishes in my sink, and the girl behind the bar says I've had too much to drink. They say I've got it all, but I don't care what they think. And I wish I could say the same for you. Wish that I could say the same for you. Yeah, I've had my share of falls. I guess I paid with love and pride. Been weaker than I've ever been, but I still never lied to you. But you did to me. Looks like the party's over now. I'm still staring at my page. Some fuel is firing gasoline, mine sentimental rage. Oh, 2 parts whiskey, 3 parts pain. These heartaches don't come cheap. Lord, I know I'll live tonight, but please just let me sleep. And there's dishes in my sink, and there's curtains on my wall, and the girl behind the bar just yelled at me last call. You know I ain't got nothing left when I give everything my all. And I wish I could say the same for you. Wish you still loved me like I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year. It is time for Tunesday Tuesday, episode number 9, with my buddy, longtime friend, Owen Tiner, fantastic singer-songwriter from Northeast Texas, actually really, really close to where I live. He is a graduate of Mineola High School, and we're going to be talking to Owen about a bunch of stuff, including his newest single, which we're going to play here in a little while, called Proud. But let's get over there and chat with my buddy Owen right now.
What's up, man?
Owen, how are you, my dude?
Dude, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad, man. I'm so glad. I'm glad that you're still doing this, man. It's been what, like seven years of you doing this thing, and you're
Well,
trying to push us little guys out there in front
man,
of
technically, yeah. I mean, I stopped doing it for a long time just because I got burnt out. I'll keep it real. I got burnt out. We were doing too much. And but when you're passionate about something, man, you can't put it down for very long, can you?
That's where I'm at, man.
Yeah, I feel you. And yeah, like I was just telling everybody in my intro, you and I have known each other for quite some time, man. Like it's been like 8-10 years, something like that. And
Yeah.
we actually, my wife and I moved closer to where Owen is now in the Mineola area, and of course I was originally in Longview. So it was harder for us to get together. Now we see each other all the time, it seems.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. But yeah, we're going to talk to Owen about a lot of stuff. First of all, man, thank you for coming on tonight. I know it's New Year's Eve and everybody is so busy tonight, so I appreciate your time.
Glad to do it, man.
Yeah, no problem. I'm so happy to have you here. Let's talk about Owen, man. Like, you released 3 new singles in the year that's about to flip the page.
Yeah.
And they're 3 songs that I've known for a while. I've been hearing you play them forever. So, what's it like getting music out that you wrote quite a long time ago?
Yeah, it's funny. The guys, a lot of people that I've been playing with for all these years that they've known these songs that I've been playing, but honestly, my recording accoutrement over the past 10-15 years has been mandolin player, harmonica player, side guy for
Right.
a lot of people that are doing other things. And, I'd written these songs and I play them and they supplement my solo shows and the duo shows that I do. And I put some, halfway demo things out a few years back, but had a couple of guys, Chase Glover, another guy, kind of pushed me towards, hey man, why don't you do it for real? Why don't you put these songs out for real, not just you sitting in the back room playing it by yourself? Why don't you grab the guys you want that play the songs that play it the way that you want it to be done, and actually do these songs even though they're older. And that's kind of where this came from. Those guys like Chase and Kevin Tenney, and of course my friend Chad Boyd, we'll talk about later, definitely was a huge influence on me. Is just like, hey man, just go out there and do it. Put it out there. It needs to. People need to hear this stuff. And I never thought of myself as the guy that put stuff out. I was always the guy that pushed other people to put stuff out. But it's been fun. This is an incredible project. Chris Rasco being my right hand man. I mean, Chris is just an insane musician. He pushes me musically. He pushes me lyrically, and
Great songwriter in his own right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I talked to him and I said, hey dude, I want to put out 4 songs, possibly 5. And I want you to produce them, and I want it to be, I want you to hear what you want to hear, and let's go. Because, we've never disagreed on what a song should sound like, his or mine. And so when I tapped him about it, he was just like, absolutely. And we got with Christian Dybert over there at Good Shed and in Canton, and we just kind of gone with it. And it's been just an insane fun thing. Of course, Jopi Drew, another guy I play with, I play with quite a bit. He's part of it too. And so it's just like, it's really like 3 guys hanging out and somebody getting a microphone in there.
Yeah.
And it's a really cool thing, Chris.
Man, I love to see your name on things, dude, because like you've said very well, you see yourself a lot of times as a side piece, right? Like you're the mandolin guy, you're the harmonica guy. Like I've seen that side of you, but I've also seen the side where your name is on the song, and it's so good, man. And I'm glad that that there are people like Chase and Kevin, who, in my opinion, are 2 of the biggest encouragements in East Texas when it comes to pushing other people. So it's good to see that somebody spruced up your ego to put your damn name on something, dude, because I love that.
It's not so much an ego thing.
I know, but like you got to get past the humility. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you.
Yeah. I'm not saying your ego at all, but like, yeah, you got to get past the, look, these songs are cool. Like I know you believe in them, but like a lot of times you could talk yourself out of other people believing in them, right? Because
Right.
they're
Yeah,
your
I
own.
can.
But I love that they're out, man. Like the first, when you released "Same as You" earlier this year, I was like, yes, let's go. And then you and I talked, and you were like, "Ball Players" coming next, and then "Proud." I was like, oh my gosh! And you got 2 more you're planning on, right?
Yeah, I got the next one coming out, Bird Bath Betty, which you know that
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
That was the one where I get lyrically kind of most proud of. Chris and I really worked hard on that. I felt like, and we'll play Proud a little bit later, but I felt like Proud was one of Chris's best production, like producer things. I will put that on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ball Player was really, really good for what we did. I thought Ball Player was awesome, but what Chris and Christian did on the production of Proud, I thought was far beyond what I thought ever was going to happen with that song when I wrote it. So I've been flabbergasted with the way this project has gone. It's weird to me to be, to see my name on something.
Yeah, I love that you're answering the question. Like I was going to ask you, it's going to be pretty humbling to kind of hear something that you created come to life, right? Like for the first time, like just sitting there in awe of that and hearing other people's take on your stuff.
It's hard.
Yeah.
When you have stuff like I'll tell you this, like with not so much Same for You. Same for You was more of a fun little goofy thing, and obviously lyrically I'm very proud of that one. But with Ball Player and Proud, both of those are fairly intrinsic, a little bit more vulnerable. And so when you get to that part of the songwriter side of things, you're given a little bit more of your soul. So if someone says they don't like it, they're saying they don't like you.
Yeah.
And that's a difficult thing with songwriters when they get into writing things that are a little bit more intrinsic, soul touching for themselves. And I'm going to put this out about myself. And if someone says, I don't like that, that's a hard thing to do. But when people say, oh, that I understand that. I get that. I hear that. I want more of that. Or somebody gets way more of it. Like with Proud, I'm telling you, Chris, there's so many people that have insanely different interpretations of what I wrote that song about.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, it meant so much to me. It talked to me about this. And I was like, that's not what I wrote it about at all. But hey, absolutely.
That's
Isn't that
the
great?
subjective nature of art, man. That means you did well. That's success, man. That's what that is at the end of the day. First of all, the wife says hello. She's in the chat saying, tell Owen I said hi. And she's giving you emote hugs. And so you talked about Chris Rasco, and again, I've known Chris a long time. I met Chris as part of an interview with Two Gun Hattie years and years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been that long. And man, I always look at you and he as two of the better musicians in East Texas, not just songwriting wise, production wise, but like actual musicians. Like I loved listening to both of y'all play anything. So to see y'all working together more consistently with a project called the Rock Farmers, which I love, by the way, and I want to hear first of all right, take us into the room. How'd y'all come up with Rock Farmers?
Well, actually, believe it or not, the Rock Farmers came up with it was just one of those things where you kind of throw words at a wall and just like, okay, so there's rocks and there's just 1,000 things you put, and it came up with like, it's almost like throwing dice. You just come up with something that does this. I came up with Rock Farmers and I said, what do you think? And it came up with like rock because we're kind of rock, right? But we're not really rock. But Rock Farmers makes it kind of country because we're rock farmer. And Chris just jumped on it, and we were just like, yeah, it kind of fits what we do. It's like it's kind of perfect for what we are. And I'll say this: the best part about the Rock Farmers is we're pushing each other. And if you ever come to a live show of Chris Rasco and me as a Rock Farmer show, you're not going to see the same show you saw last time, because you're seeing two guys that are you did that, I'm going to do this, and we're doing that to each other, and we're entertaining you, but don't make no mistake that, 3 inches inside that stage is the best place in the world to be, because you're finding two guys that love each other, love the music that we're playing with each other. Half the time we know the songs each other. But some of the time, like, I'll throw a song at Chris he's never heard before. And same thing. He'll do the same thing. I want to do so-and-so. What is it in? Oh, it's in C. All right, well, let's just go. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And we've learned to work instrumentation like, oh, you know what? I'm not going to play mandolin on that. I'm going to play guitar on this next time. Hey, I'm going to play harmonic on this next time. And so we've never rehearsed, really, honestly. It's always an evolution. And that's what the greatest part about the Rock Farmers is that you get to see anybody that sees us in a duo gets to see that evolution over time of us just pushing each other. I tell you what, I don't know if he'll say the same thing about me, but I will tell you that man pushes me. Whenever he's playing something, I hear him do something, I'm like, man, I gotta get my crap together. I gotta step up on the next song. And
that's what happens when you're around greatness.
That's what makes the show better,
yeah.
Chris. Honestly, yeah, it really does.
Pushing each other, especially when you're both great at what you do and you love what you do, you're passionate about it. Like, you can't go wrong. There's no weakness there. There just isn't. Yeah. You can't go wrong. It's like you said, maybe it doesn't work out, but at the end, it actually does, even when it doesn't, because you love in what you're doing.
Well, I'll tell you what. There's no doubt that there's fun happening.
Yeah, joy.
There's nights that I was like, we could have done that better. Oh, yeah, well, we could have, but it was still fun.
Yeah, there's still joy involved, and that's all that matters, man. I was gonna, for some reason, it's entered my head. I know I've seen you play personally, probably with 6 or 7 different other folks. What makes Rasco different than all of those other shows? And that's not to say anything bad about the other artists. I
wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say anything bad about.
Right.
I mean, I'll say this. There's a way that I play with as a mandolin player with Clint Alford.
Yeah.
Have you seen me with Clint Alford?
Right.
So Clint Alford is an amazing songwriter and singer in his own right. When I play mandolin for Clint, I am absolutely locked into his sound and what he's doing.
Right.
When I play with Joe P. Drew, when we do our little thing, which it's more of like a Smothers Brothers kind of show, we're kind of goofing off each other and doing kind of the same thing. It's more of a back and forth with each other. With Chase and Kevin, that is a 3-man show. I mean, it is a complete blanket of a show. When I play with Chris, I feel like it is a complete back and forth wave. So you have a wave that goes over here and it comes over and it does this over and over.
So overlapping.
As the show goes on. And we do that to each other. And I think Chris would say the same thing as it comes and we feel the show. And I think that's the best thing about because a lot of times these shows aren't scripted, right? And so there's no set list or anything. Like any of those guys I said, there's no set list. And with Chris and I, there's no set list. But he and I being sidemen and being guys that are the guys that are watching how a show flows on the backside of things from our other
perspectives,
avenues. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when we get together, we both know and we're both feeling the show. And so as the show is flowing a certain way, I might just yell at Chris. I'm like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And I'll say, hey, when you finish that song, you're doing this one next. And Chris goes, absolutely. And we just go into that next song because we know how that show is flowing. Yeah. And so that's the best thing about playing with Chris for me is that we know how a show flows. And so there's an entertainment value in our experience from away from each other. Mm-hmm. When we get together, we have a little bit more of a connection on that.
So we have another message from chat. It says Owen and Rasco are both great at letting their souls shine through their music.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah.
No, Chad Boyd, man. I should have been a Chad Boyd.
Speaking of Chad Boyd, so we're starting something new tonight. We've been doing this. This is my 9th week doing the live broadcast, and I started thinking, it'd be really cool. First of all, the first week we didn't have a special guest, so I was like, all right, I think it'd be cool if we had somebody come in and feature one of their songs. So we started doing that, and then over the last week, I was like, you know what? We should have a featured song that's picked by the special guest. So that's what we're doing tonight for the first time. Owen has a pick of a featured song tonight, and Owen has picked a song called let me double check this. It's called "Scars to Prove It," and it's by Chad Boyd, who is a friend of Owen's. So tell us about Chad and your backstory with him.
Well, the Chad and I met in 2001. Late 2000. I would say late 2000. I'm talking like December of 2000. But Chad was managing a bar that I wanted to play at, and I got to play at it. And we ended up talking, and I would play there every Wednesday night. And Chad was starting to play guitar and starting to get into it and writing songs, but he was more at that time. He was more like just playing guitar. And he come over to the house, and we go through some songs, and he'd written 2 or 3. And he'd written 3 and 4, and he'd written 7 and 8, and he'd written 10 and 12. And the guy was writing songs as fast as he was learning other songs. And he was open for us every week. And within like a month, he had his own open mic he was hosting. And then, fast forward 25 years, you can see where he's at now. We ended up playing together. I mean, there's 1,000 stories I could tell you, Chris, and one of them being Pootie's Hilltop Cafe in Austin. I can tell you that's a completely different story. But Chad and I played. One year, I think it was like 2007, 2006. We played 286 shows together. 286 shows. And that was by August.
Golly. So you're doing like 2 or 3 a day at some point.
Yeah, we know each other's stuff fairly well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played with we've played, probably 1,800 shows together over the years. And just like it was really, really cool because he was right at the beginning of my musical career when I was really getting going. And I had a band at that time, but by no means was I a musician at all. I just had a really good band, and Chad was playing. And then later I got the mandolin and we started playing together. And it was almost like we started kind of at the same time, and we've just pushed each other and talked to each other. I told you there was one song that I wanted to do tonight. We didn't get because I couldn't find a recording of it. It was Little Boy Blue. And that was a song that I had thrown at Chad from a dream that I had about a line that I had. I just called Chad up and said, I need you to write this song, or we need to write this song together. And I gave him a line, and like a day later, he had the song written. I was like, well, shit, man, I didn't have a chance to write it with you. He had the whole damn song already done.
Wow.
But when he records that one, you need to put that on your podcast as well. But Chad is just he's a prolific songwriter. He is he's got so much chops as far as just understanding how it's a guttural in Southern man kind of feel to it, like a Guy Clark kind of thing.
Nice, yeah,
a little bit. It's got a Guy Clark thing, and I know David Lee. Mm. David Lee's got great stuff, and Chad writes a lot with David Lee.
Wow, okay.
But he does.
Yeah,
and but Chad's got he's got that thing, and there's a guy that's also with him in New Braunfels named Joe Tidwell, who was also part of that College Station crew when we were coming up, along with Chad and me and Mike Ethan Messick and those guys all at the same time. We're all together there in College Station, and it's a really cool feeling that Chad's got. He's got I call it just a central bone for people from the South that Chad's got. And if you get into Spotify stuff, you can see all the stuff he's got. But
yeah, I've been checking it out. It's very, very good. Very good. Yeah.
Well, this song right here that I picked, I felt like was a good representation, Chad.
Well, I'm glad to share it, and we'll share it after your song Proud, which we're going to talk about now.
Sure.
Take us into the room when you're writing Proud. You talked about this being more of a vulnerable side of Owen Tiner. So tell us
It
about the
was.
song and why you decided to share it with the world, because that's something that a songwriter has to struggle with. That when you have a soul-wrenching song that's kind of autobiographical,
Yeah.
sometimes you could hold on to that song and not share it with the world. So at some point you had to decide to share it as well. So tell us about that as well.
Well, there was a little bit about this one was my uncle at the time actually passed away this past month, but my uncle at the time it come down with cancer. It was I was I don't know 22. Well, I guess 27, 28 years old, and it was kind of the first time that anybody that was not of two generations up, from us, like a grandfather.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You have somebody that's your father's age that has something that's a little bit more closer to you. But he had got diagnosed with some sort of cancer. I can't remember what it was, but he went. The story that came to me, and I'm not sure how true it was, because it was just a story that came to me from the people in my family. But it was they said, he went into the doctor and he said, well, what is it? And they said, it's this. And he goes, all right, well, if I don't do anything at all, how much time do I got? And they said, well, if you don't do anything at all, you got about 2 years. And he goes, that'll work. And to me, of course, the rest of the family was like, no, that's not how it works.
It's not good enough for us.
Right.
Yeah.
But for me, it was like, it was a generation of people, my father being one, and of course, Jimmy being one. That's my uncle. Just like, I provide for people. You don't help me, I help other people. When this happens to me, that's just what I do. And so that's where Proud came from. It was kind of yelling at him about that.
Okay.
And then as the song progressed, so that was the first verse. And as the song kind of progressed, I kind of ended up jumping into my own self and realizing that I kind of do the same crap myself, and maybe not as dire as life and death, but I don't allow other people to help. I'll help anybody else, but I won't allow other people to help. So the first verse was kind of started with my uncle, and then the rest of the song kind of became me talking to myself about the fact that I don't allow other people to help as much as I'm allowing myself to help them. So I kind of champion myself on helping other people. But when it comes to someone saying that they want to help me out, oh no, I'm okay.
Right.
And we all know that. And I'm telling you, and I don't have to say it to you about your father-in-law, but he was kind of that guy to me too, because I talked to him about stuff and say anything I could help with, and he's, oh no, I'm fine.
Yep.
And that's kind of where this kind of where that was, is like, I say that to in the song, I say that to my uncle, but I'm saying it to myself as well.
What a great concept, man, that a song or a situation can make you look inward. And I appreciate you sharing it with the world, man, because I know that can be a hard decision to do. Because essentially, when these songs are out and you're sending people to your social media and to your places, they're going to hear these songs, and then the hope is, as an artist, that they're going to want to hear the song live. And that's got to be difficult with a song that means so much personally to you, to have to rehash that every time on stage. That's a tough thing to do. People don't realize that out there, man. It's just really, really hard to share your soul over and over and over again. So I appreciate that from you, Owen, and I thank you for coming on tonight.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much, Chris, for having me, dude. I love what you do, and if anything I can do to to promote you, I will. You do a great job, man.
I appreciate you, man. Love you big time. And yeah, you have a great New Year's, and enjoy the fam.
All right, man. Talk to you soon.
All right, guys. We are. That was Owen Tiner, singer-songwriter from Northeast Texas. We're gonna play his amazing song. It is called "Proud." Right now, here on the stream. Again, you just heard the story behind the song. If you are tuning into just the interview portion of this song, you can click in the link below on YouTube to take you to the full replay of this episode of Tunesday Tuesday. If you are watching this live, here is Proud. Enjoy.
By the look in your eyes, I can tell you're lonely. Saturday night just gets you through. You wanna go somewhere just to get somewhere. No one's there that'll save you. By the sound of your voice, I can tell you're frightened. Who knows how long it's been? You take a break to do another take and make the same mistakes again. You're so proud, you won't cry out loud. Even if you got someone you can cry to. Oh, you can't win. No, you won't give in even when you try to. Darling, you're so proud. Turn your back and smile. Oh yeah, inside you're so broken hearted. You know you'll walk 1,000 miles, be right back where you started. So you book around for trouble. You bet it on your sympathy. Through your hot lies, you realize I'm still your Novocaine. Oh, you're so proud, you won't cry out loud. Even if you got someone you can cry to. No, you can't win. No, you won't give in even when you try to. Darling, you're so proud.
Yeah, that's my buddy Owen Tiner with a brand new song called Proud. Great, great tune. Appreciate you once again coming on the show, Owen. I love you so much, my dude. Just thank you so much for coming on. In case you guys didn't know, we did have a different artist scheduled for tonight, and he got himself a gig tonight. It is New Year's Eve, and most musicians are gigging tonight, and I fully expected not to have a single artist available for tonight. So Owen, being just an amazing, amazing guy, stepped up, and I'm excited that he was here. And I'm one of his biggest fans. I'm tongue-tied. Just he's such a joyful and humble and down-to-earth and caring person. And I'm just so excited to have had him here tonight. Also, I want to let people know that you can, of course, if you are live watching on Twitch, which we are live on Twitch every single week at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're watching on YouTube later on, join us live. You guys are more than welcome to request any song you would like to hear here on the show. Just make sure that the song does not have hateful or offensive language. Otherwise, we will have to stop playing it, and I probably won't let you request again. So keep that in mind. Now, our first ever segment for Owen's pick this week. Again, we talked about this as part of the interview. This is Chad Boyd. The song is called Scars to Prove It. Enjoy.
I couldn't get enough of the old war stories from a place called Vietnam, just some dance hall glory. They set the bar mighty high for a boy even twice my size. It's been one hell of a ride trying to live up to it. Keep my nose on the grindstone and shoulder to the plow. Ain't so cool to be so old school now. I don't ever bend a knee and I won't ever play the clown. Won't let the bastards grind me down. Oh, there ain't nothing to it. I got the scars to prove it. Smart man ought to know to let a sleeping dog lie. But some folks want the world to burn, to poke a tiger in the eye. Wrong is wrong and right is right. Someone gotta be first to fight. I signed a check up to and including my life, and I was proud to do it. Scars to prove it. I keep my nose on the grindstone and shoulder to the plow. Ain't so cool to be so old school now. I don't ever bend a knee and I won't ever play the clown. Won't let the bastards grind me down. Oh, there ain't nothing to it. I got the scars to prove it. More than once or twice rolled the dice with my life just to prove that I was game. But the scariest thing I've ever seen is a 2-year-old in pigtails with my last name. I keep my nose on the grindstone and shoulder to the plow. Ain't so cool to be so old school now. I don't ever bend a knee and I won't ever play the clown. Won't let the bastards grind me down. Oh, there ain't nothing to it. I got the scars to prove it. Oh, there ain't nothing to it. I got the scars to prove it.
Yeah, that's Owen's pick this week from Chad Boyd. The song is called Scars to Prove It. Thank you so much once again, for coming on the show, Owen. I love you, man, and thank you for picking this week's special song from our special guest. Did you know that during World War II, a Great Dane by the name of Juliana was awarded the Blue Cross Medal because she extinguished an incendiary bomb by peeing on it. It's true. It's true. That is some powerful urination. Let's get back into the music with a great song from a friend of mine, a Facebook friend. Never met her in real life. Hoping to interview her in 2025. This is Celeste Kellogg with Gossip Queen of the South. Enjoy.
Gossip Queen of the South, better watch the words coming out your mouth. Told me, you told the whole town I'm the gossip Queen of the South. So you know I've got an ex, and I've been reading through his text.
Girl, he still text you?
He says I've got a reputation.
Oh, this should be good.
But I'm calling speculation. Says all I care about is me, and everybody else agrees.
Oh, no, he did not.
I only play it nice for show.
He's calling you a fake.
He wants everyone to know I'm the gossip queen of the South. Better watch the words coming out your mouth. Told me, you told the whole town I'm the gossip queen. No secret safe with me, ain't confidential royalty. I go down in history, the gossip queen of the South. Guess what my mama said is true. People accuse you of what they do. Boy, your act is over, take a bow. 'Cause this is my kingdom now. I'm the gossip queen of the South. Better watch the words coming out your mouth. Told me, you told the whole town I'm the gossip queen. No secret safe with me, ain't confidential royalty. I go down in history, the gossip queen of the South. I can see it all so clear. Boy, check the mirror, mirror. Think it's time for you to hear from me. Gossip queen of the South. Boy, you better watch your mouth. Told me, you told the whole town I'm the gossip queen. What? Wake up, you must be in an alternate reality. Take the crown from me, the gossip queen of the South.
Not guilty.
Yeah, Celeste Kellogg is originally from Nashville, Tennessee. Celeste grew up in music and acting, auditioning for the Disney pop group called RD7. She also opened for Miley Cyrus, the Jonas Brothers, Raven, the Cheetah Girls, and Kelly Clarkson as a youngster. She's played in Disney Channel movies, including Dove Award-winning movies, and she's had callbacks from the show Glee. Lots of really cool stuff from Celeste Kellogg. Looking forward to hopefully talking to her sometime in 2025. Should be fun if we are given the opportunity. But anyway, let's get back into the music. with a phenomenal couple that I enjoy a lot. I'm really excited to share one of their songs here tonight. They play in East Texas often. I don't believe they're from here, but I'm hoping we'll get to see them live at some point rather soon. This is Clay Parker and Jodi James, and the song is called Fire for the Water.
Fire for the water, water for the tea, tea for a taste of bitter. Don't it go down easy for me? Don't it go down easy for me? Come on, come along, buddy. Come along, come little mule. The banks of the levee are muddy, but the queen of the river keeps rule, yeah. Queen of the river keeps rule. Well, you got a buzzing little heartbeat and a midnight special mind. Ain't it funny when the honey is too sweet? Ain't it sad getting further down the line, Lord? Sad getting further down the line. Fire for the water, water for the tea, tea for a taste of bitter. Don't it go down easy for me? Don't it go down easy for me? A mohair, rhinestone and tassel, and a hurl of worries in the can. How'd it get to be such a hassle? Just to die like a steel driving man, man. Die like a steel driving man. Well, I wished I could drive your turnpike, wished I could cross your sea, just to see what it would be like not to do it all for free, oh, not to do it all for free. Well, I could be just like you. You could be a little something like me. I could be a friend of but a very few. Two, or if you take it, then three, babe. Two, or if you take it, then three. You should have seen the captain with his hand on the barrel head. Oh, you should have seen what happened when they heard what the captain said. Oh, heard what the captain said. He said a fire for the water, water for the tea, tea for a taste of bitter. Don't it go down easy for me? Don't it go down easy for me? A fire for the water, oh, water for the tea, tea for a taste of bitter. Don't it go down easy for me? Don't it go down easy for me? Don't it go down easy for me? Don't it go down easy for me?
Yeah, Clay Parker and Jodi James. The song is called Fire for the Water. Baton Rouge was the answer to the question that I asked myself before the playing of the song. The couple is from Baton Rouge. Yes, I can see that. Very swampy music. Love it. Hope you guys will check them out more. Guys, it has been 5 years on this date since China's Wuhan government reported a cluster of cases of what it called pneumonia. Of course, that virus caused an infectious disease later known as COVID-19, which quickly morphed into a global pandemic that to this date has caused a reported over 7 million deaths worldwide. 5 years since we started dealing with COVID. Back to the music. We've got Lily Fitz here on the show this week for the first time ever. This is Brown Eyed Baby. Enjoy.
Tell me all the lies that you tell yourself, like you're the perfect one and you treat me well. You say it's not a fight, you just like to yell sometimes. Using all your lows just to drag me down. Can't beat a dead horse when it's on the ground. Oh, you know where it hits me and when to twist the knife. Slow burning until we're up in flames. If you're hurting, who cares if I'm in pain? I'm certain that it's a losing game. Brown-eyed baby, let me go. I don't hate you, but I'm close. Pick your poison, drink your wine. Tell your friends the blame's all mine. No, it don't matter what you say, 'cause I got my story straight. But if it helps you sleep at night, tell yourself that life's a bitch and so am I. You've been at the bar cleaning out the shelf. Take another sip, but you give me hell. If I ever wanna have a little fun myself sometimes. I'm done, can't look the other way. I've said all that there is to say, so I'll let you win this losing game. Brown-eyed baby, let me go. I don't hate you, but I'm close. Pick your poison, drink your wine. Tell your friends the blame's all mine. No, it don't matter what you say, 'cause I got my story straight. But if it helps you sleep at night, tell yourself that life's a bitch and so am I. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Tell yourself that life's a bitch and so am I. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Tell yourself that life's a bitch and so am I.
Lily Fitz is absolutely blowing up the internet with that song Brown Eyed Baby. She is originally from Topsfield, Massachusetts. I'm not sure where we found her. It might have been through YouTube algorithm. I just love my algorithms, always feeding me amazing artists. So excited to have played Lily Fitz here on the show for the very first time. Don't forget, guys, that are tuning in for the live version of this on Twitch, you are more than welcome to request songs or just sit back and enjoy the show. If you want to give for this show, support the show, you can type !donate in your chat, or if you're watching this on YouTube, the donate link will be there in the description. You don't have to do that, but it would definitely be appreciated if you were to do that. Guys, a story came in the other day, December 30th, yesterday, as a matter of fact, that I want to share with you guys. It was a sex cracker down. Now, people are shocked, absolutely shocked, to discover the sex-fueled history of graham crackers as the salacious backstory resurfaced online recently. I need you all to go Google why graham crackers were invented, one surprised person wrote on X. Apparently this went around on Twitter a few years ago, but I am just now seeing this for the first time. Sharing a simple summary of the story, another added, just discovered graham crackers were invented by a Presbyterian minister to cure licentiousness. A lot of y'all need to start eating graham crackers. Now, graham crackers were indeed invented by Sylvester Graham, a puritanical 19th century minister, in an attempt to tamper the carnal desire for sex that he believed caused everything from headaches to insanity. Experts and historians previously said. But instead of simply preaching abstinence, Graham created something else entirely in hopes of quenching people's sexual appetite and quote-unquote curing them. A bland, cracker-like snack. Graham rose to prominence in the Presbyterian Church, but was always obsessed with health after a childhood spent as a frail and sickly child. He studied the human body at Amherst College, though he dropped out after failing to make friends, and soon realized that his life's mission was to prevent the evils of sex, indulgence, and what he believed to be the unhealthy effects of lust. Whew. His crusade was his most fervent cause, as he claimed the act could, quote, inflame the brain more than natural arousal, unquote, and even lead to insanity. Guys, I don't ever remember taking graham crackers to quench my sexual desire. How about you? I hope not. I truly hope not. Guys, let's get back into the music. This one is from Kevin Blake Weldon, I believe. This is a song called Pretty Bad at Hunting Deer. Enjoy.
I ain't never shot no big rag buck. No one ever stops to peek in the bed of my truck. I come home empty-handed cause I got no luck. Yeah, I'm pretty bad at hunting deer. I watch their shows on my TV. Spook Span's my hero, got a crush on Tiffany. The bone collector Michael Waddell makes it look easy, but I'm pretty bad at hunting deer. I wear my rubber boots, I got a Sympathy suit, a rattlebag and grunt call. Pour out my tank 69, I use it all the time, but I still got no buck on my wall. Never had blood smeared on my face, but there's cut shirt tail pieces all over the place. My hunting buddies say I'm just a big disgrace, 'cause I'm pretty bad at hunting deer. I got kicked off my own grandpa's farm. He said I couldn't hit the broad side of his barn. To tell you all the truth, I just don't give a darn, 'cause I'm pretty bad at hunting deer. I wear my rubber boots, I got a Sympathy suit, a rattlebag and grunt call. Pour out my tank 69, I use it all the time, but I still got no buck on my wall. I ain't never shot no big rack buck. No one ever stopped to peek in the bed of my truck. Did you get that?
Yep, sure did.
Ooh. Yeah, pretty bad at hunting deer. I ain't never shot no big rack buck. No one ever stops to peek in the bed of my truck. I come home empty-handed 'cause I got no luck. Yeah, I'm pretty bad at hunting deer. Yeah, I'm pretty bad at hunting deer. What am I doing? I ain't never gonna get no deer if I don't stay in the woods longer than 45 minutes, man. I'm gonna go get back in my tree. Can't get no big buck if you ain't in the woods. What's the difference between a rub and a scrape anyway?
Yeah, I don't think 45 minutes is going to get it did. Not when it comes to hunting deer. I don't think it's going to do it at all, unfortunately. No, not even a little bit. Guys, did you know, well, actually, you know what? You may know them as a bunch of heroes that broke box office records with their movies. But the Avengers was also a group of Jewish assassins who hunted Nazi war criminals after World War II. They have been credited with poisoning over 2,283 German prisoners of war. The more you know, the more you know. Guys, we're going to get back into the music with a song called Where Does the Light Get In? This is from Hot Milk. That was Hot Milk, all the way from Manchester, England. That's right. We try to feature artists from East Texas, the United States, all over the world. Again, guys, you can email me at thebostonchrisShow@gmail.com if you'd like to request songs or recommend songs for future broadcasts. On this date, December 31st, 1972, Roberto Clemente, future Hall of Fame baseball player, was killed, along with 4 others, when the cargo plane in which he was traveling in crashed off the coast of Puerto Rico. Clemente was on his way to deliver relief supplies to Nicaragua following a devastating earthquake there a week earlier. Now, at the end of September in 1972, Clemente had gotten his 3,000th hit in the final game of the season for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He was a hero in his native Puerto Rico, where he spent much of the offseason doing charity work. And some of his charitable work had taken him to Nicaragua. So Clemente was particularly distressed when he learned that very little aid was getting to victims of a devastating December 23rd earthquake near Managua. I also have to say, just an added note to this story, that Roberto Clemente is the only baseball player to actually have exactly 3,000 hits. Clemente decided on his own to collect supplies and personally deliver them. The plane went awry when Clemente chose for the mission a plane owned by Arthur Rovîa. Rovîa had bought an old DC-7 propeller plane to go along with a DC-3 he operated to haul cargo in the Caribbean. Apparently, the plane was in such bad shape that others wondered why Rovîa had bothered to purchase it. In fact, the DC-7 had to be ferried from Miami to Puerto Rico. Guys, listen, if you have to ferry an airplane from one place to another, do not get into that airplane to fly supplies to somewhere else. Man, what a loss that was, not just to the world of baseball, but to the world of philanthropy, because that man was super humble and charitable and just completely a different kind of human being, unfortunately. Roberto Clemente died in 1972. It's been a really long time, 52 years. Now let's get back into the music. These are my boys from Palestine, Texas. This is Blacktop Mojo.
Somebody come get me, I can't drive. Laying in the grass by your old street sign. It's been a few years now since I walked you home. I know you don't live here anymore. Anyone could see that you were leaving. Everyone but me. drink with the devil tonight. He said something sideways that I didn't like. I balled up my fist and he reached for his gun. I felt the tap on my shoulder, hey buddy, you're done. Anyone could see that you were leaving. Everyone but me. But now I'm thinking, if I could paint this town red enough, I won't know you're gone. And I can still taste you on my tongue till the liquor leaves my blood. And I know I'm alone now, unless I paint this town red enough. If I could paint this town red enough, I won't know you're gone. I can still taste you on my tongue till the liquor leaves my blood. And I know I'm alone now, unless I paint this town red enough.
Blacktop Mojo with Red Enough. That's right. An acoustic version of a song, which I've always loved from those guys, man. They hit us with acoustic all the time. Really love it. Everything they do is absolutely on fire. Literally everything is on fire from Blacktop Mojo. Did you know that famous conqueror Napoleon Bonaparte was once attacked by a horde of bunnies? It's true. See, Napoleon had requested that a rabbit hunt be arranged for himself and his men. And when the rabbits were released from their cages, the bunnies charged toward Bonaparte and his men in an unstoppable onslaught. The things you learn from history. Guys, for the first time on the Boston Chris Show and Tunesday Tuesday, we have a band from Dallas, Texas, called Awaiting Abigail. This song is called People Pleaser. I hope you guys like it.
To be criticized, people pleaser, people pleaser, people pleaser, people pleaser. Worried about them before myself. I'll just keep doing whatever you say, 'cause I don't know any other way. I know
The song is called People Pleaser. The band is called Awaiting Abigail from the DFW. Fabulous, fabulous band. Super stoked that we found them. I've been trying to pay attention to more stuff that's happening in the Metroplex of Dallas because there is a burgeoning hard rock, alternative, and metal scene happening there. So I'm really trying to tap into that a lot more. That way we don't always have the same, country, southern rock kind of genres here on the show. I want to spread out to many different genres: rap, hip-hop, folk, bluegrass, punk, you name it, we want it. Classical. Just a lot of different stuff that I would like to feature here on the show. But we're going to head back to a little bit of Red Dirt with my buddies from Kinfo, along with Terry McBride, the legend from McBride and the Ride. Here is Wild Horses. Enjoy.
I saw her, she was dancing in a bar. A couple two-steps later, she was dancing with my heart. She said, I'm not the kind that you can tame, I'm the kind you let go. Well, cowboy, you ought to know, wild horses, they gotta run, jump fences and have a little fun. So baby, don't hold my reins too tight, 'cause it's wild horses running wild tonight.
Oh, tell them about it, Sarah. I said, now don't worry, baby, this ain't my first rodeo. I can be your neon whiskey Romeo. I ain't gonna try and slow a fast one like you down. She said you couldn't anyhow, 'cause wild horses, they gotta run, jump fences, have a little fun. So baby, don't hold my reins too tight, 'cause this wild horse is running wild tonight.
They gotta run, jump fences and have a little fun. So baby, don't hold my reins too tight, 'cause it's wild horses. Whoa, wild horses, they gotta run, jump fences, have a little fun. So baby, don't hold my reins too tight, 'cause it's wild horses. Oh, this wild horses, oh, this wild horses, running wild tonight.
That is Wild Horses from my boys over in Kinfo, along with the legendary Terry McBride. Just a great band, and I'm excited because next week, in about a week and a half, their episode of the Boston Chris podcast is going to drop here on all of the platforms. So I hope you guys will tune into that. It's going to be dope. We have come to the funny headline portion of our show. I'm going to share a few, maybe 5 actual headlines from actual publications. Number 1, one-armed man applauds the kindness of strangers. I'd like to see that one happen. I do. Number 2, husband and dog gone. Just wants dog back. Interesting. That happened in Dallas, Texas. The woman said, I don't care if my husband ever comes back. I just want to find my dog. That seems pretty legit to me. Man arrested after cops spot suspiciously small package in his undies. Hey, look, I have never been arrested for that, I assure you. Let's see, what else do we have here? Devil otter ate my minivan. Farmer attacked by furbag, apparently. And last but not least, Waterford boy 8 saves sister's life. When reached for comment, the boy said, quote, "I wouldn't do it again. She's been a pain this week."
Sweet, sweet food. You know I always used to think that I knew better than you. Sweet, sweet food. I must confess, I think you're on to something else, some kind of breakthrough. I got a taste of that feeling you describe as the only thing keeping you alive. I think I finally understand why you wanna be in love all the time. Sweet, sweet baby, oh Lord, is what he called me. Talking over cigarettes and coffee, red and crying in the background. Sweet, sweet child, he whispered, can I stay a little while longer? Oh, every day it's getting stronger, stronger, stronger. Oh no, can you believe I really didn't want him to go home? Oh, I got a taste of that feeling you describe as the only thing keeping you alive. I think I finally understand why you wanna be in love all the time. Oh, wanna be in love, it's true. Wanna be a little more like you. Wanna be more open to the fun of having someone around to hold my hand, around to share my plans, to fit me like a glove. Yeah, I wanna be in love. Sweet, sweet food. You know I always used to think that I knew better than you.
That was Carlyle Griffin, all the way originally from Walterboro, South Carolina. She is a singer-songwriter now based in Nashville with a lot of really, really dope Motown-like vibes. I'm really digging Carlyle's music. Excited to share her for the first time here on the show. Guys, President Zachary Taylor died while being a sitting president from a cherry overdose. This is actually a true story. Zachary Taylor passed away after eating way too many cherries and drinking milk at a 4th of July party in 1850. He died 5 days later on July 9th from gastroenteritis. The acid in the cherries, along with the milk, coupled to have caused this to have caused this death. Crazy to think about the things that people passed away from back before modern medicine came to be a thing. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Guys, we're going to get into another fabulous artist. This one here is one that my wife introduced me to. I'm excited to share this guy with y'all. Some of y'all may have heard him before. He's kind of blowing up right now. This is Rovîa.
Crooked the road, and the one driving. 25 years, I know you've been unraveling. Tell me, why did you run past the dogs and the horses? Now you find yourself here, past the do's and don'ts of your choices. But if you're leaving, no, I'll stay beside that telephone line. And tomorrow we might steal the sun from underneath our eyes. Tennis courts, well now is yours. Late night releasing, sacred floors. Got me believing a little more. This pain will run its course. In the morning, I saw you there, holding out your hand. If I grab it, know that I care, 'cause darkness don't look good. But if you're leaving, no, I'll stay beside that telephone line. And tomorrow we might steal the sun from underneath our eyes. Day breaks sorrow, and I still feel the edge of this cold night. But next to you, I lay softly on this hard ground. Next to you, I lay softly on this hard ground.
That was Rovîa with a song called Crooked the Road. I implore you guys to check out more of his music. He is just a fabulous artist. I'm not sure where I know he's originally from Liberia. That's where his name comes from, because the capital of Liberia is Monrovia, named after James Monroe, who was the 5th U.S. president, I believe. But yeah, that was Rovîa. And guys, I got this cool story. I've known about this for a while. There is a remote Alaskan town that is so small that the entire population lives in one single building, and it has captivated the internet with its incredibly unique housing situation. You see, Whittier, which has a population of just 263 people as of 2023, is located on the coast of the Passage Canal, about 60 miles from Anchorage. It's known for its incredibly wet climate and its stark lack of buildings and amenities. So much so that almost every member of Whittier's minuscule population resides in a single high-rise building, the Begitch Towers condominium, earning the area the nickname the Town Under One Roof. Over the years, Whittier's unique housing setup has drawn a huge amount of public interest, with TikTok and YouTube users posting videos about the Alaskan locale. What's cool is inside the building sits a post office, a corner store, a laundromat, a church, a tunnel to the school, and an indoor playground. At one point, there was even a police station on site. Now, Whittier is locked between water and steep mountains, and the only way to get there is between a 2.5-mile one-way tunnel that closes down at night. You could literally get stuck here. Now, residents have until 10:30 p.m. to get home. After that, the tunnel is closed, and they are left out in the cold for the night. The naturally protected bay outside the building was used by the U.S. Army, and the building was used to house Army families in the 50s. Very cool stuff, man. You guys should look it up. It is Whittier, Whittier, Alaska, 60 miles from Anchorage. I've seen some videos on it and some documentaries. It's a pretty dope place. Obviously, I'd love to go to Alaska someday. Where is it in the world that you hope to visit someday? What is your one bucket list place that you'd like to visit? Anyway, back to the music. We got 3 songs remaining for the night, and then I will let you guys know who our guest is going to be next week. But next up, we have Raina Wallace with a song called No More Sympathy.
You think? To blame, and all of this love, you don't deserve it. Put all your shit in a trash can and burn it, but keep the bottle in your Marlboro Reds. I have no more sympathy
Wallace with No More Sympathy. What a great song. Again, I don't know where I'm hearing of these people. I just love the fact that my algorithms are feeding the show every single week. Because just great music every single week on the show, and super stoked to be able to share it with everybody out there. Now, before alarm clocks and way, way before smartphone alarms, there were actually people who worked a job that they were called knocker-uppers. And knocker-uppers' entire job was literally to knock on people's windows to wake them up in time for work. Up until the 1970s, knocker-uppers used a long stick, soft hammers, rattles, or even pea shooters to reach their clients' windows. The more you know. Yeah, I want to be a knocker-upper. What a great job. Yeah. All right, let's get into a favorite band of mine called Weeping Cosmonaut. My buddy Travis Christian, both of East Texas and Knoxville, Tennessee. Not sure where he's at any given time, but I love his band. This is Weeping Cosmonaut with a song called Tripp.
Look at me when you do it. Yeah. Good. And Travis. Hey,
But boy, was I
Yes, Weepin' Cosmonaut here on Tunesday Tuesday. My buddy Travis Christian with yet another great song. And just released a brand new EP as well. So there's more new songs on that EP that you guys need to check out. Immediately, Weepin' Cosmonaut in the house, Tunesday Tuesday. I'm going to have Travis on this show soon. I need to reach out. He'd be fun to talk to again. But anyway, we have come to the last song of the evening. And because the Texas charts are on hold for the holidays, it is essentially the same number one song for the entirety of the holidays. So we're not going to play the same song every week. So we're going to put our TikTok find of the week right here. The person that we found this week through TikTok is a young lady named Harper O'Neill. This song is called Say My Name If You're Lonely, and you guys are absolutely going to love this this artist. Y'all check it out.
It always starts with lightning and thunder when you roll, counting down the seconds between you love me and you don't. If you can't say forever, well, baby, that's alright. I don't need your river. No, I just want some rain tonight. Say my name if you're lonely. Think of me whenever you want. I'm on a mission to find someone who loves me in the ways you just want. I know it's only gonna break my heart, baby, if you're looking for something to do. Say my name if you're lonely too. Why is wanting you so easy when I know it won't last? And every time we cross that line, it's harder to go back. Say my name if you're lonely. Think of me whenever you want. I'm on a mission to find someone who loves me in the ways you just want. I know it's only gonna break my heart, baby, if you're looking for something to do. Say my name if you're lonely too. I know it's only gonna break my heart, baby, if you're looking for something to do. Say my name if you're lonely. Oh, think of me whenever you want. I'm on a mission to find someone who loves me in the ways that you just want. I know it's only gonna break my heart, baby, if you're looking for something to do. Say my name if you're lonely too.
There is our TikTok find of the week. It's Miss Harper O'Neill with Say My Name If You're Lonely. Killer song, killer song. And guys, I'm excited to show you guys who our guests will be next week. Miss Season Ammons will be on Tunesday Tuesday next week. We'll be talking about her current single called "The Storm," which is a profound song, and I can't wait till she tells you guys the story behind this song. It means so much to her and to a lot of other people as well it should. Season is just a down-to-earth songwriter, amazing vocalist, great musician. Really excited to have her here next week, and I know you guys are really going to dig her too if you haven't seen her before. I'm really excited about that. But anyway, moving on, this has been episode 9 featuring special guest Owen Tiner. I think we did pretty good tonight with the transitions. I don't think we made too many mistakes. I do know of one, and we'll fix that very quickly. I hope everybody has an amazing New Year's. We'll be back live next Tuesday and every Tuesday after that, God willing, at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time every single Tuesday. So y'all make sure you tune in. I'll be here. You should too. Let's learn about some fabulous music together. I love you guys, and I'll catch you soon.